Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I got the Padmate S30 bone conduction headset, so let's see what this special open-ear technology has to offer for around $60 or euros. First, let me tell you that I got the S30 from the manufacturer for this test, but no money exchanged hands, so as always you can only expect me to share my own thoughts and experience with you. So the S30 uses bone conduction technology, which in short means that the speakers sit on the bone in front of our ears and they create sound by resonating those bones. The main advantage here is the fact that this technology makes it possible to leave the ear canals open, so we can retain a high level of situational awareness during outdoor activities. And since the S30 was indeed designed to be used for sports, it's good news that the fit is really snug and secure. When I first put on the headphones, I felt that maybe the fit was a bit too tight on my larger than average head, but after using them for a while, that feeling slowly faded away. Maybe the headband got just the tiniest bit more loose, or I got used to the tightness over time, it's hard to tell now, but thanks to the low weight of the S30, which is 30 grams, I had no actual comfort issues during any exercise. However, the rectangular shape and the kind of large size of the speaker units in front of your ears might not work for everyone, but the soft rubber padding over the speakers is a nice touch and it only contributes to the comfort of the headphones. Being an open-ear design, the S30 is perfect for outdoor activities such as running or cycling. As the speakers do not block your ear canals, your situational awareness remains unaffected during these outdoor activities, as I just told you, and that can be of utmost importance from a safety perspective. Using these headphones with sunglasses and helmets should not be an issue. Well, I should say that I had no issues with my sunglasses and my bike helmet whatsoever. So fit, comfort and safety are all good, not only when it comes to sports, but also for casual everyday use. The build quality of the S30 is good considering its price. The materials are not as premium as what Shokz uses in their own, more expensive bone conduction headphones, but I don't think we should expect anything better for $60. I've been using the S30 for the last 2 weeks in the gym. I was running on a treadmill and outside while sweating all over them, and the headset was handling all the abuse without any problem. The IPX5 rating makes them sweat and rainproof, and you can also rinse them under tap water without a worry. What I miss though is any sort of a protective pouch or carry case, as the Padmate S30 comes without one. This is something that simply does not fit in the budget, I believe. On to battery life and charging, most bone conduction headsets from the likes of Shokz or Nyanka use proprietary charging connectors, which means dealing with an extra cable whenever you want to take the headphones with you on a vacation, for example. But on the Padmate S30, there is a standard USB Type-C port hidden behind a plastic cover which protects it from getting wet. So no extra cable is required, as you can use any USB-C cable at your disposal, but also there is a short one in the box along with a pair of earplugs. The battery lasts up to 8 hours at around 50% volume, but blasting music at full volume will drain the batteries in less than 6 hours. The Padmate S30 has Bluetooth version 5.0 along with support for the SBC and AAC audio codecs. Pairing is quick and easy regardless of what device you use. I tested it with both iOS and Android phones and had no connection issues or signal dropouts. Latency is low enough for watching Netflix or YouTube without lip-sync issues, but playing games should not be the reason to buy these headphones, as you will experience some pretty heavy lag there. There is no multi-point support, but of course you can make phone calls with the S30 using the 2 microphones on board. My voice sounds a bit distant and digital even in a quiet room. And throwing some ambient chatter in the mix can only make things worse, as the background noise is clearly audible, so it's hardly the best experience I've had with phone calls on wireless headphones. We get a single multifunctional button on the right-hand side, which can control play, pause, tracks, phone calls and the voice assistant of your connected device. It also acts as a power on-off button. No volume control, no app support and no smart sensors on the headphones. That's where the budget-friendly approach rears its head again, but we get some basic functionality and the physical button itself is easy to locate and use even during an intense workout. Next up is sound quality. I'll be honest with you, I did not expect anything good from these affordable headphones in terms of the audio performance. But when I turned on some music for the first time, I was pleasantly surprised by how dynamic and full-bodied the sound can be. Of course, you get nowhere near as deep and rumbling bass as you would get with in-ear buds or traditional headphones, but by bone conduction standards, it is one of the best bass I have heard. The relatively powerful low end is probably the result of using rather bulky speaker units. I mean, these speakers are definitely bigger than the ones on any other bone conduction headphones I used before. And I would say that the amount of bass is almost equal to that of the Shox Open Run Pro, which is not only the best sounding bone conduction headset available on the market right now, but it also costs more than 3 times as much as the S30, so that's a huge compliment on the sound of the Padmate headphones. Where the price difference really shows, however, is the clarity we get in the mid-range and in the treble. The S30 does not sound as bright or detailed as the Open Run Pro, and especially the mid-range and vocals feel a bit neglected, if that makes sense. Some spaciousness and air is also missing from the sound, and the imaging is not quite as precise either. Volume is something we don't get plenty of, which means that if you want to use the S30 in noisy places such as a gym or a busy road, you will have to turn up the volume quite a lot if you want to hear the content you are listening to, whether it's music or podcasts, but that's the case with most open-ear headphones anyway. At full volume there is quite some sound leakage, slightly more than what we get from either the Shox or the Nayanka headphones. And the same applies to vibrations, but the tickling sensation is far from being uncomfortable or distracting, and that little extra bass and fullness in the sound we get in return is worth it in my opinion. So all in all, it's a warm and kind of smooth sound you can expect from the Padmate headphones, with not that much of a higher frequency sparkle. If I had to choose between the boxy and hollow sound of the Nayanka Runner Pro and what the S30 can deliver, I would pick the Padmate headset without hesitation, even though the Runner Pro comes in at a much higher price point. Of course, the flagship model from Shox can outperform the S30 in most areas, but again, there is a huge price difference between the two, and the Padmate headphones can come surprisingly close when it comes to bass performance, which is something bone conduction headphones tend to be bad at. And I have to say that the Padmate S30 surprised me with its general performance at this price point. Good sound, decent build quality and ingress protection, a snug fit with good long-term comfort, an all-day-long battery life, and let's not forget the standard USB Type-C port either. So if you want a set of affordable open-ear headphones for your outdoor activities, or simply just want a second pair of headphones to be used for sports, so you don't have to expose your fancy, expensive, noise-cancelling in-ear buds to the elements, I would recommend you give the Padmate S30 a go. You might not get anything extra with these headphones, such as built-in storage or app support, but you get all the basics you need for your next run session out there. And you get all that for $60, which sounds like a sweet deal if you ask me. And this was my review of the Padmate S30 bone conduction headphones. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.